Anyone that thought I was doing a rap video, sorry to disappoint you. Look what we have here. Tesla Cybertruck. So in this video, I talk about the Tesla Cybertruck and share some video and photos of the original 2019 prototype and a pre-production unit that I saw recently at the Petersen Automotive Museum in Los Angeles. There is a prototype in the museum lobby entrance near the gift shop and where you buy tickets. The actual production version is in the Tesla exhibit on the first floor until April. I was hoping to see Franz's matte black wrapped truck that has been there since December 21st, but just missed it by 1 day, according to a worker that said it was picked up the day before on January 5th. It just recently started production and first customer deliveries, so they are still very rare to see in the wild. I saw a pre-production truck on the streets back in December before the first customer deliveries started and made a video about that. In fact, it is the first video that inspired me to launch my channel in December. So the prototype had about 3mm thick steel panels, and the pre-production unit is about 1.5 millimeters, so much thinner panels on the final version. Also, the prototype had 6 seats and the final version has only 5 seats. It's obvious that the prototype, looking closely, is a little rough and definitely has some issues from a distance, hard to tell. Also, the prototype has no mirrors, but it does have door handles, whereas the final version has no door handle and there's a button on the B pillar. Also, the prototype has a yoke steering wheel, whereas the final version has a squircle, as they call it. So here you can see where the door was hit by a sledgehammer, thanks to Franz during the reveal event before the window got smashed. And there's just, it's hard to notice, but there's a little dent on the door from hitting at full force. Here we can see the internal structure, the frame underneath the exoskeleton. And this is pretty neat because it's a powder coated, I think it's mostly aluminum, but also steel. Aluminum structure is the castings that are around the wheel structure, and then I believe the steel is mainly around the other frame areas. So here's the final version, minus any final tweaks that Tesla's made since this version came out. They have also shot this version with a 45mm and a 9mm, and I guess a 12 gauge shotgun. So you can see the dents from the bullets. Light bar. It's kind of like the signature look of the Cybertruck. So on the left side of the vehicle, I believe this is the 9mm bullet dents. Here's the new mirror version. The roof is all glass. Here's the headlights. These are actually the headlights. Here's the tow hooks in the bumper, the front camera, and the windshield wiper, which is gigantic. It's also the largest windshield of any production vehicle, so requires the largest windshield wiper. Also, the wheels on this one are not quite as high profile. There you can see the squircle, the side camera, and then you notice the button here to open the door. And you can see the wear on this vehicle. I don't know how old it is. I think maybe about a year, but it definitely, you can tell the fit and finish doesn't look new. Here you see the 45 bullet dents. Here's the charge port, and this trim is looking really worn. So hopefully the final version trim has a more durable finish to it. And this final version is about 5% smaller than the original prototype. So it should fit in your standard 20-foot garage, I believe. So the CyberQuad was revealed in 2019 at the event, but since then there's been no news if they're actually going to go into production. It's not available for sale yet, so we'll have to see what happens with this. Kind of a neat toy that could plug into the back of the truck and charge. Well, to wrap it up, here's a few cool shots of the Cybertruck and artist rendering. Well, it's been a great day at the Petersen Museum. Spent a little too much money, but beautiful sunset to end the day. So definitely worth it. Fun time. Thank you so much for watching, and please let me know if you have any questions or comments or topics for future videos in the comments.
Yeah, see bathroom? Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.